see that a lot of these guys are not ready for this type of like serious relationships. They're not ready for marriage. A lot of them. I'm not just talking about these 3 couples. I'm talking about multiple couples that you see on YouTube. If they're not married already, especially when they're super young, like I am, or younger, because there's people that are younger that has been on this YouTube thing. A lot of them aren't ready for this type of I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about the family dynamic, right?
Commitment, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about it's cute. Like it's fine for them when they're just dating. You know what I mean? Because like when Alfredo and Ava, I mean not Ava, Alfredo and Jasmine, when they were just dating, it was cute. But then as it started to turn and it started to turn into a family, it started to get out of control, right? And I think at that moment, what YouTube money and all that does is it brings out the boyish side of them, kind of, and it makes them realize they may not tell their significant others or anything, because but it makes them realize on the inside there's a few more things that they want to do before they become a husband or a serious family man. You know what I mean? Because these guys are 22, they are 23, and I'm not saying that a lot of people don't get married young and successful, but it's a lot that boys have to get out of their system before they become a good husband. There's women who have waited in line for years for their men to turn into good husbands, and they had to get a lot of things out their system. So knowing that, now we have to look at these YouTuber guys, and there's a lot of things that they have to get out of their system. So my point is, Mom, it's like a lot of these boys, it's fine when they're dating, but when they turn into a family, when they start to have children and stuff like that, it's like they glitch or something. And I really don't think that a lot of them are ready for marriage or such a big commitment. Yes, they have children, but it doesn't take much to have children. It just takes
don't take nothing at all.
It doesn't take much. There's a lot of people who have probably been through that situation where they look back and just said, nothing really happened, but I still got pregnant. You know what I mean? So it doesn't take much to get pregnant, and it doesn't take much thought and commitment to have a baby. So you can't say that just because this person had a baby with them that they were ready for a family. No, that's not it. Because sometimes they could just be shooting and not expecting to score. You know what I mean?
You know I did. We're not starting that.
I'm just saying.
No, but I know
because shooting just for fun, and then they don't expect that. You know what I mean? They just don't
make a goal.
Yeah, they don't expect it. It's just the fun of shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just that's what I think. I just think that again, these couples are not ready for this level of commitment that they ask each other to be on. I mean, the men. Now the girls, they're fine with it, because we girls, we want to be a housewife. We want to have a husband. We dream about that. Most girls dream about that, and a lot of girls who don't dream about that. A lot of
it's a lot of girls.
Yeah, it's a lot of girls who dream about that. So me included, but mine got shot down, of course. And what was I gonna say? Go ahead.
I don't think they're not. I don't think they're not ready.
No, they're not.
Like I always say, they love the benefits. They reap the. They love the benefits.
Yeah.
They love They get to play. They get to act the part.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be really living the part. So it's all acting for them. Because, like I said, it's growth, and after a while, they can't contain that growth, and they can't. Because if you think about it, this is why I say I recommend girls don't get serious so fast. Like I always tell my children, my girls,
Mm-hmm.
you experiment to guys.
Yeah.
Just an experiment to them until they become a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is when they start so young with YouTube, when you start young anyway with in relationships, and they get serious so quick. And the reason why I get serious so quick, cause sex get involved.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why we as females can't just go and give them everything.
Yeah.
Because we're more heartfelt. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
They feel as they go. Then after that feeling is gone, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's all because they start so early and so young.
Mm-hmm.
The guys go along to get along because they enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
They getting everything that they want.
Yep.
And more.
And
the girls, we are sort of like brought up that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel we just give them because they know mama give daddy. So they come and they giving their boyfriend.
Yeah.
And they're still young. It's like they're, what I say? Growth.
Yeah.
They're not having a chance to grow. So the boys are not growing. So they go along to get along. Then all of a sudden one day,
they just click off.
That glitch.
Yeah.
You're talking about that glitch.
I think they get to the point where they feel like this is
I'm getting old and I'm finna miss out.
Yeah, I feel like they have this emptiness inside of them that feels like,
because they know they didn't feel it.
Yeah. Like this is not that this is not what I want, but it's just not what I want right now. Right now I want to grow, and it seems like I don't have the space to grow because I'm a family man now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then it's just a lot for them to deal with. And I'm not blaming females, and I'm not taking pity on these guys.
How can we not? Because females know, first of all, we got to stop being so quick to want to be in love. Mm-hmm. Love yourself. Yeah. That's where we coming up short. Because we want somebody to love us so bad. Not just somebody, a man. Mm-hmm. To love us so bad until we just giving them everything. And next thing you know, they're still growing. Mm-hmm. They haven't matured yet in a lot of areas. Yeah. But we want to overlook that and pretend like they could be our husbands. And they're not even husband material yet. No, so it is. When a baby come about, it's the girl's fault. Because you could say, oh, but he could put on protection. No, you take care of yourself. Yeah. You can't depend on somebody else. You can't to live your life. That's your life. So you protect yourself. Because you can't depend on the men, because once they get hot and bothered, that's it. Ain't no, you got to put on okay, I'll make sure I won't da-da-da-da. No, you can't. You putting your life in his hand. Yeah. And at that moment, honey, he'll say anything to get the mission accomplished.
To shoot.
Yes. So it's up to you guys. So I do sort of blame the females. Because you got to take care of yourself. You can't depend on these men, these boys, these men to take care of that.
Yeah, you can't depend on their answers.
You got to take care of yourself as if you taking care of your future.
Yeah.
You don't need a baby at a young age. You don't need babies at a young age. Yeah. To try to build a family for you two.
Yeah, because babies don't make it a family.
They don't make it a family, just make it more views. Yeah, people want to continue to see what's going on. No.
So it's just like, I mean, I feel like a lot of YouTube couples that have had children while they're doing YouTube, especially young as I am, because like sometimes I gotta be like, I look at these YouTubers, I'm like, they're younger than me. Yeah. I have to be like, Mom, they're younger than me. Like, cause I'm about to be 23, and some of them are 22, 21. Yeah. And I'm like, Mom, they're younger than me. Yeah. And I know I ain't got nothing together. Like, I have absolutely nothing together. And you could say, different people have different, move at different paces. They could have themselves together. But I'm not talking about money-wise, because everybody always want to talk about money. Everybody, when it comes to like the growth in life, they always want to talk about, well, as long as they have money, they can have all these things and stuff like that. But it takes maturity, it takes mental growth, it takes inside growth to even have a serious relationship, even own a house, even have a child, even to think about marriage. It takes maturity. It doesn't take wealth. It takes maturity. Because like it just, you take on mortgage, you take on bills, you take on life.
I personally feel each step that they take is to increase viewers, subscribers, and before you know it, they have themselves in a big situation that I know they're not ready for. These people are too young. I know they're not ready for it.
Yeah.
So it's like by them being on YouTube, it just keep pushing them. Yes. And at the end of that situation is nothing but hurt, unless you take time out and you fix the problem as they occur. You fix the problem head on right when they start, then you may have a chance of making it. But if not, and you don't have time for it because YouTube, once again, that's a business, and you don't have time to sit around, and the boys don't have time to be taking care of your crime when you whine about this and whine about that. If you can't take care of them problems, there's nothing but hurt. So you might as well take care of it now.
Yeah.
And I would say, this is all I'm going to say, I think the young people, young couples should stop doing YouTube together. I think that if they feel they have what it takes, do it alone. Do it by yourself. And if they won't make it, oh well, let's find something else to do. But you guys, I feel, this is my opinion, that the young people, so young, need to stop with this. Because money is not everything. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be heartbroken. You're in a business with somebody that you're not even married to. Then you got to try to split it. It's going to get real ugly, like a divorce, and you're not even married. And for the ones that married, it's going to be a divorce like a death. And you got to try to handle that at such young age. So if you could do it by yourself without showing, without your boyfriend or your girlfriend, if you happen to do it by yourself and then you find somebody that you're interested in, you could show them, but don't have them a part of it. You don't, because at the end of that, y'all gonna have to split that stuff up. You're just too young to be going through that.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion with the whole thing is, growth is more important than all this other stuff. Because with growth comes wisdom, and it's not enough money in the world that can buy wisdom. That's more important than anything. Growth and wisdom.
You're right.
What you mean, so?
I just feel like it is about growth and wisdom. Like a lot of these YouTubers aren't ready for what they're bargaining for. It's all for looks, it's all for views. Yes, they're accomplishing stuff, but they're not ready mentally to accomplish those things in order to maintain those things with the people that they started with. Yeah, like look at Alfredo. He really tore up. I mean, he really changed up. You know what I mean?
He quick.
Yeah.
But he was holding it in, trying to be a man for her. But he couldn't take it anymore. And soon as they broke up, what did he do? He was all over the place with girls.
Just bouncing around like a...
Because whether you guys, females, want to... whether you want to admit it or not, guys are hunters.
Yeah.
They're hunters. They hunt after those skirts. I know, I'm serious.
Yeah.
So if they don't do it now,
they're gonna do it later.
They're gonna do it. And YouTube is not gonna hold it down.
Nope.
Yeah, a lot of you guys, I feel, is fronting in front of the camera. That stuff gonna come to a head after a while. I'm telling you, it's gonna come to a head. So I suggest you just take care of your business behind camera, and then from that point on, start living real life in front of the camera. Do you have to show every single thing? No, but start showing some kind of balance, because all good is not balance, but good and bad is a balance. It's showing people you're human, and I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of YouTube couples, they don't deal with growth. Especially my age. Now, older, they might deal with it a little bit better because they have a little bit more experience with life than the rest of us. But especially young, look, it doesn't matter how much money you make. at a young age. You still need some type of maturity and growth. You can always grow. A lot of people feel like just because they, buy houses at 22 or 21 or stuff like that, they're doing much better than the next person. Yes, you're doing better financially, like I always say, but it takes the inside to maintain the outside. You know what I mean? It takes growth in your mind, taking care of your body, taking care of your inner, your spiritual side, taking care of your mental health. It takes all of that to take care of the outside. Yes. Now, if you're buying all this stuff on the outside, like I don't know if I've ever said this on this channel before. What good is it to buy a nice car when the person driving it is empty? Like, what good is that? That's as good as putting on mannequins in it. When they crash testing and they just put the little dummy that just be sitting there. That's as good as that. So like a lot of people, I hate when people say that. As long as they're just buying stuff at 21, 22, 23, like everything is perfectly fine. Oh, it doesn't matter. They can afford that, so they can do whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want. They can buy a big mansion house at 21, knowing well enough that they ain't got enough stuff to even fill a big mansion. They'll be sitting around here walking around like this empty and stuff like that. They don't even know how to furnish it. It's a lot that come with all these purchases. It takes it takes a toll on you actually to try to maintain all these things, right?
But, and then another thing, they get the mansion, they get all the nice furniture, they do all this. Oh, they showing all the stuff. But when the guy leave, all that stuff doesn't matter because they're gonna be in so much pain.
Yeah. It doesn't.
The designer clothes not even gonna look the same anymore.
It's not.
It's not gonna. The shoes not gonna look the same. Your makeup won't even. You won't even feel the same on the inside.
Yeah.
It just, you'll be dressing up the emptiness. That's it.
Yeah.
So if you can go on talking about loving yourself. If they don't do no, because that's what it is. That's the end of the thing.
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I guess we could wrap up this video because that's basically what it is. I mean, it's all about growth. Growth is so important, and I think what social media, YouTube, Instagram, all these social medias do is they make you forget about growing in life and just make you stick to these people living through a thing. And that's why my channel is kind of set up this way because I thank God too, right? Because it's nothing but Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. Hit the piano.
Dun.
It's nothing. It's nothing but Jesus because I guess I can share it with him, right? Because like one day I was sitting down. And I too, I was big in social media too, watching people through the lens, and my mom could tell you because I got on her nerves. And I used to watch them all the time, and I used to be like, Mom, this, Mom, that, Mom, what they, Mom, I just, Mom, I don't feel good about myself. Yeah. And every time she would tell me, get off that social media. You need to just get off of it. I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm tired. Put the phone down. You're always on the phone. But the thing is,
that stuff is not real.
Yeah,
they're
it's
not
real.
showing you everything.
And it's almost as if like God was showing me that I was looking through a box and living through a television screen, because that's basically what social media is. And I was living through that, right? And I was living for that, and I was, that was my life. But I was missing this whole thing, my real life go by. And that's what happens when you're in the social media business. Is you live, this is your life now. The little camera, the little thing, this is your life. And you're missing all this stuff, and you can't grow properly when you're doing this. You can't this and this. You know what I mean? You have to give one or the other. And it's a lot with these social media people. They probably, I could tell you 10 times out of 10, a lot of them don't even know themselves. Because you're not living real life. So that is this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys follow my mom on her channel, Raising Kingdom Disciples. Follow this channel. Tune in for the next episode because me and my mom will be back.
Yes.
I enjoy you so much, Mom.
Oh, thank you too.
I enjoy you so much. But you guys, I hope you guys learn from this that number one, these social media couples, I don't want to say that they're
just not telling you everything.
Yeah, they're not telling us everything.
You know, because they feeding you the fairy tale. Don't receive it as a fairy tale.
Yeah, because a lot of you guys need to know what real life is.
Yes, it helps.
And a lot of people, just because of social media is a bad thing. It's a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, for real.
It's
for real.
Like, ugh.
You have to have a certain strength.
Yeah, to live in social media, to be able to. You have to know when to put it down and when to tell the difference. Okay, guys, I gotta go because that's my dog. But guys, you guys subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share it with somebody because you never know what they might need to hear. And I will see you guys on the next video. Do you want to say it together?
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.